We keep doing these segments that are called "They're Not Embarrassed." Right? They're about people who have lied. Or Senator Hatch, in response to that segment, did not dispute anything that we said about him on last night's show. Senator Hatch did tweet on the matter, not to correct me, just to say that he thought that my criticizing him was a, quote, wonderful badge of honor. To be clear, what I said Orrin Hatch did was lie. Mitch McConnell responded to the president's speech on health reform today with this whopper of his own.
Virtually every time reconciliation has been used, the results were bipartisan support.
Bipartisan support, he says, virtually every time, except for this time when it was a 51-50 party line vote. Virtually every time, except for this time when it was a 51-50 party line vote. Take, for example, Republican Senator Judd Gregg of New Hampshire. Mr. Gregg went on the Fox News channel today to decry the use of reconciliation to pass health reform.
It's bad policy, and to do it this way is to really railroad the American people and the Congress.
Reconciliation railroading the American people and the Congress. Railroading them. That new Judd Gregg really is not going to be happy when we introduce him to the old Judd Gregg.
We are using the rules of the Senate here. That's what they are, Senator. Reconciliation is a rule of the Senate. All this rule of the Senate does is allow a majority of the Senate to take a position and pass a piece of legislation. Support that position. Now, is there something wrong with majority rules? I don't think so.
In their desperation to try to stop health reform by any means necessary, senators opposed to health reform have repeatedly decided to take brave stands against themselves. Now,
we've got to break out of what I call the sort of 50+1 pattern of presidential politics. Maybe you eke out a victory of 50+1, but you can't govern. You know, you get Air Force One. I mean, there are a lot of nice perks, but you can't deliver on health. We're not going to pass universal health care with a 50+1 strategy.